have you missed the mark? The simplicity and gentleness of this question immediately opened my heart and my mind because it felt far less judgmental than asking, "How have I sinned?" Instead of the usual fist tapping, she invited us to open our hands, placing our palm over our hearts, and gently rub that area as we reflected on the ways we had missed the mark. Hi, and welcome to Beyond Empty Nest. I'm your host, Jody Silverman, speaker, mentor, and Chief Dare Officer at momswhodare. Every Thursday, I'll share stories of midlife transformation, happiness tips, and dare you to see the opportunities waiting for you so that you can make this next chapter even better than the last. If you're ready to dare, I'm ready to dare with you. Let's get into today's episode. So where have you missed the mark? Have you been disrespectful to your parents or friends? Have you ignored a deadline at work? Have you found yourself gossiping, talking nastily about people and things in the world? So it's a great question. Where have you missed the mark? And to give you a little context as to why I'm asking it, last week, Jews around the world celebrated Rosh Hashanah, the Jewish New Year. And there's something special, I think, about starting a new year as fall begins, with its sense of change and renewal in the air. Tomorrow at sundown, another significant Jewish holiday begins, Yom Kippur, the Day of Atonement. It's a solemn day for reflection, where we're asked to look back at the past year and acknowledge where we've fallen short and ask for forgiveness. Traditionally, this is done by standing together in community, fists tapping over our hearts while reciting a list of our transgressions. I've always felt somewhat disconnected from this ritual, but I didn't fully realize how much until last year. I knew last year that I needed something different. So my husband, Sam, and I attended an alternative Yom Kippur services organized by a dear friend. During this non-traditional service, the cantor leading us in prayer introduced a new approach to acknowledging our shortcomings. She began by asking a powerful question. Where have you missed the mark? The simplicity and gentleness of this question immediately opened my heart and my mind because it felt far less judgmental than asking, "How have I sinned?" Instead of the usual fist tapping, she invited us to open our hands, placing our palm over our hearts, and gently rub that area as we reflected on the ways we had missed the mark. This made so much sense. To treat our hearts the center of love for ourselves and others with care and kindness, even as we acknowledge where we could improve, this resonated. And as a mindset and happiness coach, I often talk about the importance of not judging ourselves harshly and being kinder to ourselves and to others. The cantor's approach beautifully aligned with this message. So sitting in that room with about 50 men, women, and children, it was remarkable to hear what people did share. Children reflected on how they missed the mark by fighting with their parents, especially their moms. Others spoke about losing patience with family and friends and even coworkers. Some even acknowledged how they had gossiped or spoken unkindly about others. Listen, we all miss the mark throughout the year some way, shape, or form. I mean, we're all human after all. So as we step into this new season, before the whirlwind of the winter holiday begins, I want to challenge you. I dare you to ask yourself, where might you have missed or have been missing the mark in your life, in your work, in your relationships, in the world at large? Write the answers down, then in a safe space, burn them as a symbolic way of releasing them. And if you've missed a mark with someone, that you truly care about and it makes you feel badly about it, just consider reaching out to them and expressing some simple gratitude. For all of those celebrating, here's to a happy and healthy and sweet new year. Understanding that the new year to come, we will miss the mark again. And when you can come back gently, acknowledge how you missed the mark, rub your heart with gentleness and kindness, you're going to be okay. Dare on. Thank you for listening to this episode of Beyond Empty Nest. For detailed show notes and more information, be sure to visit jodisilverman.com. Have you heard of the Double Dares? Well, we're a community of moms and midlife women blending virtual and in-person interactions for connection, support, and exciting experiences. From Mommy and Me classes to soccer sidelines, moms have always found strength in community. And as we navigate the empty nest and other midlife transitions, having that go-to safe space and other women to lean on is a must. Ladies, this is not the chapter to do it alone. Our drama-free group echoes the sentiment of the Cheers theme song, a place where everybody knows your name and our troubles are all the same. If you've been seeking connection and have a desire to figure out who you are and what your purpose is now, then Moms Who Double Dare is the perfect fit for you. Only through the link in our show notes below can you explore and enjoy the first month at half off. Plus, with no contracts, there's zero risk involved. Join us today and get started on your journey of self-discovery, surrounded by new friends who understand and get you. You've sent your kids off to brave new experiences, meet new people, and discover who they get to be. Now, it's your turn. It's your turn to embrace this new adventure. If you're ready to dare on, I'm here to lead the way. Let's embark on this exciting journey together. Click the link below, and as I always say, dare on.